When I was younger, I used to make fun of conspiracy theorists because, you see them in the media and you see them with their tinfoil hats and their crazy conspiracies about how, there's aliens living in their walls. But as I've grown older, I've realized I am a conspiracy theorist. And that is terrifying. Conspiracy theorists are usually, seen as, these kooky people who don't know what the fuck they're on about. But, I know what I'm on about. The release of the Epstein files coming at such a strange time in US modern history is just too good to be true. Because everyone demanded that the Epstein files get released as soon as the guy got arrested, and they do it now. And they did it when the whole, Iran-America war was really kickstarting and Israel was kicking off, Iran was kicking off, Lebanon was kicking off, the US was kicking off, everything was kicking off. And then they decided to release the Epstein files. It's a distraction, people. They want, not to distract you from the Iran war, not to distract you from that, but to, make sure that your attention is so small that when they drop 2 million pages that are proven to be, if you printed them all out, twice the size of the Eiffel Tower, to distract you from everything else, because they know you're not going to read it. They know your attention spans are shite, because all we do is fucking scroll on social media and do nothing else all day. They know that we're not going to be able to read all of it. So they know that dropping it now will make no difference, even though all these people in these files are talking about raping little girls and how your littlest girl was very naughty, and all the names are redacted, and only 2 people got arrested for this. Plus Andrew Manbattan Windsor, or whatever his name is. Oh, that's 3 people. Unless you're telling me that all of these emails are just between Epstein, Andrew, and Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't fucking think so. First of all, half of these are definitely Donald Trump. Please don't piss me off. The amount of times his name is mentioned in the Epstein files is actually obscene. But, everyone else, there's so many people who are, involved with the Diddy thing. And I'm supposed to believe that they're not involved in this as well. I don't want to just, blame people out of the blue, but there are so many people who could be viable for stuff like this, because, there's no party like a Diddy party, and then everyone goes and makes fun of the situation as if real kids weren't hurt, and real people weren't hurt, and they don't, there's a woman who came out with her story, and she started, she did it, 10 years ago. She moved to Australia, and then she started living her life while still talking about what happened to her and the people that she saw. And then she suddenly committed suicide after she moved to Australia, got married, had a kid, and was seemingly living one of the, the best lives she could have had after all that. And then she just killed herself out of the blue. I don't think so, hun. We are living in, I don't believe in, the whole, oh, well, pigeons and all birds are robots because the government has always monitored us. Because in that case, do you think that pigeons were robots back when we were sending letters between each other on pigeons? Also, the concept of robots in the 1500s. Anyway, it's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. The fact that no one, I keep seeing these bullshit posts on, Instagram Reels that, the Gen Z revolution isn't going to look like a revolution. It's going to look like a party. I'm going to snap your neck and bury you in the ground. And someone needs to do it. Someone needs to do it. What that thing is, I don't know. Think for yourself. But it has to be done. We all know it. Even the people who are on his side know it. He is a problem. Someone needs to do it. I went to New York about a year ago, and I feel like I should have done it when I was in New York, because I went to Washington after. I was in the same state as bro. I should have done it, but I don't have a gun, and I don't have any weapon, and I couldn't have done it. But I shoulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But the fact that I, a British girl who lives in Britain, well, a Welsh girl who lives in Wales, thinks that she has the obligation to kill it when you people live in the country, Like, I'm stressed out. Like, it's all the plot from the government. It's all the government. Like, the government thinks you're an idiot. Don't let them let you believe that you're an idiot, okay? You're not an idiot. The government is just trying to take over your mind because it thinks that your mind is small and it thinks that they're better than you. They're not. They're just people. But, like, why is no one rallying up for this? Like, our politicians are pedophiles, the monarchs are pedophiles, and no one cares! My mic, this is really cheap, so people, like, my thing is probably, like, completely breaking, but I'm just so pissed off, because, like, people are always talking about how you admire Che Guevara, or Thomas Sankara? I definitely said that wrong. But, like, you won't follow in his footsteps. You won't follow in Che's footsteps. You won't follow in Sankara's footsteps. Make a revolution! And you all like, oh my god, but I'm, like, a socialist, and, like, I don't... Or those people who are like, oh, I don't think there should be violence in protests. Peaceful protests get us nowhere. This is why the George Floyd thing got so out of control that people were burning down buildings. No one listened to them. No one cared when they were doing peaceful protests. No one cared. It took burning down buildings for people to take those protests seriously, as if this man hadn't just been killed for his race. Like, I'm really confused on what people are finding so hard to believe here. Also, the whole, oh, I don't think there should be protests with violence. When Charlie Kirk got assassinated, you were all clutching your pearls after talking about we need a revolution, we need to revolt. One person gets assassinated, he was just killed. One person gets killed, and you're shaking in your boots. Do you know what revolutions are about? Do you know how many people were killed in the French Revolution? How many French commoners killed other French commoners because the other French commoners didn't think that we should kill the monarchs? Like, do you know, have you ever listened in a history lesson in your life? Or have you ever even been to history class? Like, you people piss me off so much because you're so, I don't want to say it, but you're performative. You're performative, you're LARPing as a communist, and you're not, like, you're just not a real person. Like, what do you mean that you think we should have a revolution, have a new government, have a new everything? But then you also think that our revolution should be peaceful, no one should die, not a single soul, not even that one soul that we all think. Not even that one soul. Because killing is immoral, and people don't deserve to die, no matter what they've done. Even if they've allegedly raped little children. They don't deserve to die. No. They deserve to go to prison, but they don't deserve to die. No. And I don't think people deserve to go to prison just to get ass raped. I think that they should just die. Like, the death penalty has so many, like, faults because, like, is the death penalty because, like, people can be falsely accused, killed. Like, the last death penalty in the UK was a woman, and she was killed for the murder of her husband, but it turns out her husband, like, really abused her and all that. But it's just like, do it yourself then. We don't have to bring back the death penalty, we can just do it ourselves. Like, there's people, what the hell? There's people in Britain that shank people every other day and get away with it. You can't shank one guy. Just one. Or two, actually. Or just one in our country. And his name starts with N. And he's racist. Like, I just feel like at some point you just have an obligation to do it. I'm sorry. If you're going around shanking other gang members or just murdering innocent people, at least do something. Give back to the community and murder the person that we all want to die. And you might be thinking, oh, well, not everyone wants him to die. What about the right? Maybe the right should die too. Listen, I'm not for killing innocent people who haven't done anything wrong and, just have, like, a certain belief. But if your belief is that children should get ripped from their mothers and sent away to a different country, like, the whole ICE thing, people are like, oh, but ICE is fine. ICE is putting like people in concentration camps, and just like they killed a blind man a few months ago by leaving him in the middle of nowhere by the border and leaving him with no phone, no water, no food. And he died. But you want to say it's humane because they left him in Mexico? Like, what? Like, and everyone is like, oh, but like the cartel. What? You think the cartel just goes out and kills innocent people for no reason? I mean, they probably have in the past, but I doubt that they do that much anyway. Like, they'll probably kill you if you don't pay their debts or you disrespect them. But if you just mind your own business, they're not just going to go out and kill you for no reason. Like, I don't really understand where that came from. But whatever. But yeah, the moral of the story is that it's okay to be a conspiracy theorist, because most of the things that you conspire about the government is probably true. The government are all terrible people, and they think that we all deserve to die, and they think that we are idiots, and they think that we are lower than them. They think that we are ants people. They think that we are not deserving of free healthcare and food and water. Thank God Britain has free healthcare, but there's genuinely people out there who are like, why would we give you free food? Why would we give your children in poverty free food? No. What? What do you mean, no? Like, Anyway, the moral of the story, kids, is that it's okay to be a conspiracy theorist because the government lies to you every day. So it's okay to either make up lies or think things about them that are secretly the truth. It's okay. Because you're probably just telling the truth and you don't know it. And people will tell you, that's crazy, the government wouldn't do that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go outside and have a cigarette because it's a nice day, and this has just ruined my day. Because I wanted to make this video to talk about things like this, and I wanted to make my account to talk about things like this, but it's just royally pissed me off. And that's okay. Some things just are designed to piss you off in life, like the government, or your rowdy neighbour with 5 children.